Well, hey friends, it's finally really starting to snow here in Fuquay. What we're going to do is bring you some good news via the Warren's household. So let's go on in the house and let's talk about dinner, the weather, cold, being with family. Come on in. Well, welcome to our house. One of my favorite rooms in our house is the dining room. But it's also more than just the dining room. It's a place where family gathers. It's a place where we all sit, eat, enjoy each other's company. In our house, it's one of our favorite places too. But it's what happens here at the table that's most important. That's what is most important. So I was saying, my favorite room in the house is the dining room. But the dining room can be a really messy place. It's often the place where we make a mess. Jill has cooked for this cold weather. She's created some great kind of taco soup here. It's got the house smelling so great. And it got me thinking about eating and meal and family. And as I was telling you earlier, the dining room is my favorite place in the house. Jill always does a great job of making sure our dining rooms are beautiful as we can make them. But it's also a place where we have family time. It's where we get in family discussions. It's where maybe we get in family arguments. But it's around the table that we just kind of talk and share with family and friends. We had some friends the other night just sharing together with them and their children. It's just a great place to be. It's where you can have all kinds of conversations. It's where you can really get to know somebody around sharing a meal together. We know two interesting stories about Jesus as we're all kind of cocooning and we're in the cold and we're staying inside, maybe playing with the kids outside and coming in and warming up. Two interesting stories, one in Luke and one in John. In one, Jesus has been resurrected and he's walking along the road and he is walking along with two of the disciples. And we know it as the walk to Emmaus. And they didn't know who he was. And then he's walking and they're talking and sharing and they didn't know who he was, but they invited him in. And as he began to break bread and share the bread and the meal with him, the disciples recognized him immediately. Then later, another time where it's Jesus has been resurrected and he's peering to his disciples. And some of the disciples are out fishing. And Jesus is obviously along the seashore. And Jesus, again, we can assume has built a fire there. And he calls out to them out of the water and tells them to have they had anything to eat that morning. And they say no. And then he says, throw your net to the other side, and they pull in the fish, and Peter comes in, and he just jumps out of the boat immediately. He recognizes it's the Lord. And there's this heartwarming time there together as Jesus is obviously making them breakfast. Jesus cooking. Jesus along the seashore, whatever that word is. Jesus along the seashore there cooking breakfast. What a gift that is. It's there in those intimate moments we find in Scripture and we find in our life that we begin to learn about each other, to share with each other. As we go along this road of what we're calling the disciples' path, that's what we want to happen. We want it to happen in small groups with people together, sharing together, breaking bread together, learning each other, caring for one another. So I hope today, as you're with your family, share something Enjoy your time together. Be with your kids. Grab the hot chocolate, a cup of coffee, or a cup of hot tea. Throw some snowballs. Stay warm. But take those intimate times together with family or friends. Or if you don't have anybody home with you, give a call to somebody, see how they're doing. Share on the phone or chat via email or texting. But make some of those intimate moments happen. Intimate moments can be messy, but they're potent and powerful for us as a people, sharing and learning and living together. I hope that this time will create a time of intimacy and sharing a meal with one another. Maybe even a neighbor that you've been out sledding with and you haven't gotten on, fighting them over for some chili and grilled cheese, something simple. Let's be like Jesus and share meals together where we can get to know one another. Well, listen, thank you for coming and tuning in, I should say. Thank you for listening. Get around the table, play some games, talk to someone on the phone, text someone. And I'd love to share Jill's soup with you, but I don't think there's enough. Blessings. See you soon.